I'm going to be as nice as humanly possible. I promise. I'm going to be as nice as humanly possible. Whatever God allows for me, whatever sweetness God puts into my soul, I'm going to be as nice as humanly possible. I promise. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse all that much. I'm going to sensitively say the truth that was further validated by the performance of Raven Johnson today in the national championship game. Raven Johnson, y'all will proclaim, is the second coming of Christ. And the funny thing about it is, I don't have an issue with Raven Johnson. I've never had an issue with Raven Johnson. The same way I don't have an issue with Angel Reese. My issue is y'all, the fan base of these two players. So my issue with Angel Reese has always been her fans. My issue with Raven Johnson is her fans. And they're a different fan base because the Angel Reese fan base is not the Raven Johnson fan base. I don't think they truly overlap because one plays for South Carolina, one plays for LSU. And the LSU fans don't like South Carolina people, and the South Carolina people don't like LSU people. So it's real hard for y'all to cheer for Angel Reese as South Carolina fans, and it's really hard for y'all to cheer for South Carolina as LSU fans. I can't imagine you were cheering for LSU for South Carolina if you're LSU fans today. I can't imagine it. If you are, then you're weird. Be very odd. It would be like oh my god, it would be like cheering for Florida State to win the national championship as a Hurricane fan. It would be or cheering for Florida to win the national championship as a Hurricane fan. Like legitimately hard to do. And it's one of those things where it's just hard to understand the logic behind y'all infatuation with this player. Like you don't have this infatuation for anybody else on the team. I didn't hear this level of love and adoration for Aaliyah Boston when she was at South Carolina. I didn't hear that for Camila Cardoso. I can't remember Asia Wilson's time at South Carolina, to be honest. I'm not going to comment there. I don't hear it for Joyce Edwards, even though she's only been there for 2 years. I don't hear it for Tessa Johnson, who's been there for 3. I didn't hear it for other players that were at South Carolina. But I hear it for Raven Johnson, unlike any player I've ever heard in my life. She can do no wrong in your eyes. It is abnormal. And you won't criticize her. You won't critique her. Like I watched this post-game press conference. They won't even ask a real question of her. They won't even ask a real question of her. I don't care about her personality. I don't care that she's always smiling. She was even asked in the post-game press conference today, you seem happy because you're smiling. It's like when they said, I'm smiling 'cause I'm angry. I'm not happy, but I smile through it. Go ahead and smile through it. Whatever. I couldn't care less. But y'all make that something about leadership. You have created some leadership quality in smiling. You have created a leadership quality in being happy, in all nonsensical categories and other what would you even call ancillary things or whatever that have got nothing to do with the actual game. I mean, look, we every team needs a great locker room person. The great locker room person is typically not a great player, right? It's that rah-rah, sis boom bah person keeping everyone pepped up. But they're typically at the end of the bench, right? They're at the end of the bench. Raven Johnson has that thing, and she's your starting point guard. Now, 79-51 final score. UCLA beat the brakes off of South Carolina today. Beat the absolute brakes. That game could have been a 40-point game. And UCLA played well enough. They didn't play great. They didn't play their best game. They shot 43%. Lauren Betts sat for like 6 minutes in the first half because she had something in her throat. And UCLA kept pushing the lead out with her on the bench. You had no answer for Gabriela Jaquez, who I said would have a big game today. And I challenged Raven Johnson to be great. I challenged her. In my view, I said I challenged Raven Johnson to be great. And Raven Johnson sucked again. And y'all gonna jump on my chat and you're gonna tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, that I don't understand the other things that go into who she is and how she's so amazing. No, I'm very well aware of what she is, who she is, and what she does. And that's great when you're a role player. It's fabulous as a role player. It is not what you get from a star. It's not what you get from a star. What Raven Johnson provides is role player stuff. And if that's how she was actually viewed by your fan base or her fan base, then I would not have a video to make. I would not have a commentary on it. And I wouldn't have a commentary on it because the fact remains that if you acknowledge that someone's a role player, then what am I to say about it? Nothing. It's the same thing that I feel about Draymond Green. He's a role player, and they want to put him in the Hall of Fame. They want to put him amongst the greatest players to ever play professional basketball because he played with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson. Largely Steph Curry and then Kevin Durant, because I don't think Klay Thompson's a Hall of Fame player. I think he's a really good player. A lot of really good players don't make the Hall of Fame. But Draymond Green is a Hall of Fame basketball player in the eyes of many because he won championships by being a teammate of great players. Being the teammate to great players doesn't make you great. It makes you great for that team, for your role. Is Robert Horry a Hall of Fame player because he's got 7 NBA championships? No chance in hell. He just happened to be a role player on 7 championship teams. He hit some big shots in the NBA Finals, and he happened to be on some great teams at the right time. He's a career 7 points per game guy. He's not a great player. He's a role player. I wouldn't even call him a great role player. I'd just call him a role player who hit some big shots. That's it. Does that make him a Hall of Fame basketball player? No. And that's why the Draymond Green thing is hilarious, because Robert Horry literally is similar to Draymond Green, in my opinion. Hell, he's hit bigger shots than Draymond Green will ever hit. And this is what Raven Johnson is. Y'all call her a winner. A winner? Literally everyone at USC, at South, I keep saying, I hate the USC thing, because it's like y'all confuse Trojans and whatever. Every player who's played at South Carolina for the last decade has been a winner. Everybody. They've won. They've won at a high level. Raven Johnson being a member of 2 championship teams doesn't make her any better than somebody who wasn't on one of those teams from South Carolina. Her first year, she played 2 games and she got a championship ring because she was on that team. And y'all will tell me that she has 2 rings. Okay. There's a lot of players that sat the bench on championship teams that no one would ever mention as anything. But y'all, fans of hers, go so far and beyond and above and beyond what is reality to try to convince people that she's something more than she is. You go into this Caitlin Clark thing. She shut Caitlin Clark down. Caitlin Clark had 41 on her ass in the Final Four. And then she had 30 on South Carolina. And Caitlin Clark, I believe, had 10 or 12 when Raven Johnson was guarding her. Yeah, did it make it? It's a lot easier when your only job is to just face guard somebody the length of the court while not having to score because they don't look for you to do that. Whereas the other player has to score, pass, handle, do everything. This is a little bit different, you know. And when you sit here and say, "Oh, Caitlin Clark will have a ring," okay. If Caitlin Clark played for South Carolina, she'd have 4 rings probably, because South Carolina's never had a player like Caitlin Clark. Never had a person that could shoot the ball like Caitlin Clark, who could pass the ball like Caitlin Clark, could run an offense like Caitlin Clark. So you want to go in this direction about rings for Caitlin Clark. We ain't talking about Caitlin Clark. Rings don't mean shit to me. Ask an NBA player, what does a ring mean to him? A lot of them means nothing. For a lot of them, it means nothing. Constant question comes up. Would you rather have 7 rings like Robert Horry for $54 million or have none like James Harden for $400 million? And 99% of them would sit here and tell you they'd rather have no rings and $400 million. But college rings, when you're recruited and when a team has 10 McDonald's All-Americans on it, they literally went out and got Tanaya Latson, who led the country in scoring this year, and they destroyed her. They made her an afterthought offensive player. They damaged her draft value while putting the ball in the hands of a point guard in Raven Johnson, who is supposed to be best friends with this girl, yet averages 5 assists a game, playing with her best friend, who is one of the most elite scorers in women's college basketball. Raven Johnson averaged 5.2 assists. That's her career high. Career high. Last year, she averaged 2.8 assists as a point guard. The year before, 4.8. The year before that, 2.6. This is your point guard. She had a better year this year. I've acknowledged that she scored 10 points per game, 5.2 assists, 4 rebounds. She shot on just a bit under 50%. Her three-point shooting went up to 41.4. And when it came down to the 2 most important games of the season, the 2 most important games of the season, you got this. You got this in the Final Four against UConn. I'm sorry, wrong one. You got this in the Final Four against UConn. 2 points, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, 1 assist. And if it wasn't for the fact that UConn was just so bad, y'all would have been at home after Friday. And you'd be telling me that Raven Johnson was great still. And then today, you can't avoid it. You got this. So she had as many turnovers as she had points in 2 games. I'm sorry. No. Is that correct? Is that correct? Let me double check. Let me double check. I want to be completely accurate. Don't know if I changed that number by accident. Nah, I gotta correct this. Okay, scratch this. 2 turnovers. So she had as many turnovers in 2 games as she had points, and she had a 1-to-5 assist to turnover ratio. Wait, no, no, no. What was it here? What'd she have here? She had 4 turnovers in 2. So she had 6 turnovers in 2 games and 1 assist in 2 games. And she had 5 points. So she had 5 points, 6 turnovers, 1 assist, and shot 2 for 13. And she got her last point down 30 on a free throw halfway through the 4th quarter. Down 30. That's what y'all got tonight. That's what y'all got in the Final Four. And yet y'all going to tell me that she's great. She's an amazing defensive player because she won Defensive Player of the Year. She got cooked. She got cooked. She got cooked today, folks, defensively. It didn't matter who she guarded, that person scored. She got cooked by Jaquez. She got cooked by Nipkins. She got cooked by Kiki Rice. She got cooked. She played 30 minutes, had 3 points and 0 assists. And she spent her time telling us that she's more talented, more skilled than NBA players. And you will defend it. My problem isn't her. My problem's y'all. You are on drugs. This is like the lean on me moment with Sam's on the roof with Joe Clark, Morgan Freeman. You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? It kills your brain cells, and it kills your brain cells. So I said, if you want to jump, just do it expeditiously. If you want to kill yourself, just do it expeditiously, right? Y'all are on some level of crack that you think that she is some elite basketball player. And the crazy part is some idiot WNBA team is probably going to draft her in the first round to be a backup or a third string point guard, or hell, maybe not in the league in a year. If she's a first round pick, she will last in the league for 4 years. If she's a second round pick, she will not make the team. She likely will not make the team. So where she gets drafted will tell us a lot as to where she is next year and beyond. Because if she's a first round pick, she's got the guarantee of 4 years. Because every first round pick will make the team now. But if she's a second round pick or lower, she will get cut. She'll get cut. She'll be cut. She won't make a team. So again, y'all have told me how great she is. I rewatched that UConn game, by the way. I put myself through it. And I watched AZ Fudd because y'all said that she shut down Sarah Strong. She guarded Sarah Strong for 3 minutes. Somehow media will flip stuff, and they have found a way to brainwash some of y'all fools. And they think because nobody else watches this shit, so we do. So they found a way to brainwash y'all fools and make you think that she guarded Sarah Strong for 30 minutes. She guarded her for 3 minutes and fouled the fuck out of her. And then sat the bench for 8.5. And then guarded AZ Fudd some of the second half. Because she also guarded Kaylee Heckle and guarded other players as well. She's the best defensive player, yet she was guarding Charlize Ledger-Walker tonight a lot. Why? So she's guarding their worst ball handler? Interesting. More assists. She had a 1-to-5 assist to turnover ratio. And I get to listen to people in the media try to convince y'all, because it ain't me, because I'm not stupid. Convince y'all that she has all these superlatives on the side of her: leadership, winner. Really? Really? Gabriela Jaquez meant more to this championship for UCLA than Raven Johnson did for the championship that she played in. Not the one she sat on the bench in, the one she played in. You don't believe me? Raven Johnson against Iowa scored 3 points. She was 1 for 11 from the field. 3 points. 1 for 11 from the field. Had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a turnover and 4 steals and 2 blocks. Okay. So she had some other things that she did. 1 for 11 from the field. 3, and she had 3 assists. Again, she's point guard, right? Malaysia Fulwiley had four assists in that game. She led the team in assists. Raven Johnson played 37 minutes. Fulwiley played 18. Tessa Johnson came off the bench for 19 points in that game. Tahina Powell had 14. Camila Cardoso had 15. Chloe Kitts had 11. I remember that game. Chloe Kitts was very effective in that game. She was tough. Her rebounding made it real tough. And really the difference was Camila Cardoso. Cardoso's rebounding created a gap in rebounding that was out of control. But again, you will believe what you want to believe because it's just proven time and time again that even though Raven Johnson is a mediocre basketball player, y'all will create this narrative that she is something way more than is reality. And the male simps that love her and are infatuated with her sexually and all that weird shit that y'all do. If you can jump, like if you jumped on the bandwagon of Hannah Hidalgo and look, hey, I'm not even arguing Juju Watkins. I mean, y'all are on the Juju Watkins band. Not the whatchamacallit, not the Raven Johnson contingent. But if you jumped on the Michaela Blake's bandwagon, you jumped on the Hidalgo bandwagon, you jumped on so many different bandwagons of players who are actually good. I would have nothing to say. But this fan base that swears by night. She's had three. Was it 3 or 4? What did she do in the Elite Eight? Let me go back now. Against TCU, she had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. She was 4 of 12, 33%, 2 of 9 from 2 and 2 of 3. So she was at her average for the most part. She had a solid game versus Oklahoma. She had 7 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds and 2 steals against USC in a 40-point win. She shot 33%. Against Southern, when they won by 100, she had 5 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. This is in 26 minutes of action. So she did nothing even when against these horrible teams. Like, she did nothing in those games as well. And against Texas in the SEC championship, what did she do there? What did she do there? So the three of the biggest games of the year. So Texas, she went for 9 points, 4 assists. Went 3 for 6. They lost by 17. I mean, you can swear by this all you want. Keep swearing by it. I know she's not a scoring guard. She's a point guard, but the point guard had 1 assist in 2 games in the Final Four. And I'm listening to the interview and I'm hearing all the things that Raven Johnson does for this program. And I'm sitting here like, you couldn't get going because your point guard doesn't make anyone better. Your point guard's just part of a great team. South Carolina is a great team. She's part of a great team. Just like she was a part of a great team last year, part of a great team the year before. What did she do against UConn last year in the national championship? Do you know? No, she had, man, 2 points last year. I mean, this is who she is now. National championship, 2 points, 1 of 7, 7 rebounds. This is your point guard. This is not outlier shit. This is reality. When it's real competition, her offense, her offensive skills, her playmaking skills, they die. Hell, let's see what happened in the. Okay, they played Texas in the Final Four last year. They won by 17. Johnson in that game, I don't remember. She had, oh, Jesus Christ, 2 points again, 1 of 4, 3 assists. Joyce Edwards led the team in assists with 6 and 6 rebounds. 2, 3, and 6. I mean, come on, people. Come on, people. Like, these are the last 4. These are the last 4 Final Four games. Raven Johnson in the last 4 Final Four games. I gotta write this down now, so I can graph it. I can make a graphic of it. It's almost hard to, and y'all will never see. I'm floored. I am floored. I mean, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like what y'all. It's comical in nature to see this. And again, you're gonna tell me she's great. Again, I need y'all to understand what y'all are not seeing. Clearly, I've been missing. 2, 1 of 7, 7, 1. Okay, no problem. Oh, she had no turnovers last year in the 23-point loss. Just so you know. I guess that's why she's great. And just pull it here. This is a player that you will swear by. Jesus, it's so weird. It's just so weird to me. I don't understand it. And that's what kills me. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you're so in love with somebody who's just not good. Why you would like pin your, like, you would nail yourself to a cross for someone who's just not good. This is embarrassing, in fact. This is actually kind of embarrassing. Raven Johnson, the last 4 Final Four games that she's played, she's 4 for 24 from the field. She's got 20 rebounds. Hey, 20 rebounds. That's big time for a guard. I mean, goddamn, she did something at least. She's got 5 assists, and she has 8 turnovers. So she has 9 points, 5 assists, 8 turnovers, and 20 rebounds on 4 of 24 shooting from the field. Angel Reese is a superstar, okay? She makes Angel Reese, Mebound City, missing layups, look like nothing. There were possessions today. Raven Johnson missed 2 or 3 straight layups. Straight. The only bucket she hit today was a 17, 18 footer over Lauren Betts. And it was like, oh my God. Did this really happen? She made a shot over Lauren Betts. Wow. And her free throw came with the last 5 minutes when they were down 30. I didn't think she could play worse than last game, and she did. She managed to play worse today. Because even in today, I mean, her defense was decent on Friday. Today, she got cooked. So, y'all swear by it. Someone's going to draft her. You're swearing by your job is on the line. If you're going to swear your job put your job on the line for that. You get your fate, man. South Carolina fans, be honest. Why? Tell me why. I want to know in the comments why you love her so much that you will lie to yourself about how good she is. Because it's not that you don't think she's good. You think she's amazing. Some of y'all call her the first pick in the draft. I've heard that nonsense too. And you can put in your comments about how she shut down Caitlin Clark again. Great. Great. The game she shut down Caitlin Clark in Raven Johnson was 1 for 11. 1 for 11. It is almost a joke at this point. She's played one good Final Four game in the last 6, and that was against NC State, where she was 5 of 8 for 13 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals, and 2 rebounds. Funny, the game that she had the least rebounds was the best game she played. I don't know, because that's what a guard is supposed to do. But the game against Iowa, again, 1 for 11, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists. Yeah, right, 1 for 11. She's amazing. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. That's all I got. Raven Johnson delusion syndrome is real. It is real. Y'all have a great night. I'm having a good one. God bless. This is Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.